Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City, and I every month want to talk about financing, about what you can do in terms of getting a loan on a property, because most of you are not going to pay cash, you're going to do leverage. And the recent CPI came out, and what really kind of caused a problem is even though the overall rate was down, and we were down to 6.3%, the core rate was up 0.5%, which was unexpected. And because of that, the Fed signaled that maybe they want to do more. We thought maybe they'd taper a little bit because they just did 25 basis points in the last raise. But two of the Fed governors have said we should have done 50. We should have seen this coming, which means the next raise is there. And so what happened is rates went up again. So for instance, with a maximum amount of points you can apply to a 30-year mortgage for an investor, last week, the week before this video was 5.99%. It's now 6.25%, so about a quarter point raise. And even in the adjustable rate, it went up from 5.190 to 5.44%. Now it's a volatile time right now when it comes to financing, so that could change next week and the week after. In fact, on our spreadsheets that we do, we go ahead and every week we do an update to reflect the rates. So right now, what I'm telling investors is getting a 7-year fixed ARM. In other words, something that at 5.44 at the highest it's been, and hopefully going back down, we have positive cash flow, and you have 7 years of a fixed rate in which you can decide whether you want to refinance. In fact, if you want to go up to 7 years, then in the 8th year, you have a choice. Should I refinance at that point? Or if the rates are actually lower at that point, then you may want to just keep on going. So it gives you some flexibility, but the most important thing, it gives you the ability to get positive cash flow if that's what's most important to you, and most of our investors it is. So, I'm normally, when rates were 3.5%, 4%, 4.5% for investors, no way we would even have thought about an adjustable rate. That's incredible for a fixed rate for 30 years. Those days are gone. In fact, inflation is estimated to maybe even going a decade. Now, it's gonna, they're gonna keep, tightening the money supply and things to try to bring it down some, but we're not getting back to those low rates ever again. So what we need to do is find the financing that makes the most sense to you. So in our spreadsheets, we're always going to do the, 25% down, which is really what everybody's doing right now, with points on a fixed rate 30-year mortgage, just like we talked about. And we're going to do the adjustable rate at 5.44 or wherever it is. So if you're working with us, what we're going to do when you're ready to go, we're going to say, okay, here's what it is. And then what we want you to do is lock in your interest rate when it's at its best point. The whole point is to get in there, let appreciation do its work, which is tremendous in Oklahoma City right now. We're dealing with 5 to 6% every year. We're not going up or way down, but consistently 5 to 6% in the marketplaces we're going. So it's a situation where we can have a little bit of positive cash flow, but that compound interest of appreciation is really going to build your wealth over the next 7 to 10 years.